Welcome to another edition of Whack Wednesdays, where we keep it whack and talk about whack stuff. We got JD over here. I'm Parachum. And today's story is kind of an interesting one. It's titled Psychic Detective Saves the City. So let's get into it.
Psychic private.
Yeah. Psychic Dick.
Yeah.
On January 2nd, 1940, Arthur Price Roberts, a 73-year-old in excellent health, fulfilled a prediction he had made 2 months earlier. He died after a lifetime of foretelling disasters and catching crooks.
Isn't that like self-fulfilling prophecies at
Yeah.
that point? Oh, that's psychic.
Since childhood, Roberts had had the skill to see and find things others could not. He stayed illiterate all his life, afraid that education would destroy his abilities.
That's one hell of an excuse.
Among his many achievements, Robert saved a wrongfully convicted murderer from execution. He intuited where the body of a missing man had been snagged by sunken logs in a river. He located the killer in a 2-year-old murder case by picking the killer's picture out of a series of police mugshots and announcing where the killer was working in another country. That's impressive. And he tracked down a stolen taxi while the thieves were still driving it 24 hours after the theft. In Milwaukee in 1935, Roberts told police, "Going to be lots of bombings. This dynamitings." This is like written in an accent, so it's hard to read. "I see 2 banks blown up and perhaps the city hall going to, thank you for that, and perhaps the city hall going to blow up police stations. Then there's going to be big blowups south of the Menominee River, and it'll be over."
Can you rephrase that so people can understand what the hell you just said?
So he was basically saying that there's going to be 2 bombings of banks, a city hall, and then a police station.
Are they implying since he was illiterate he couldn't speak?
I'm assuming so. Because that was hard to read.
Well, yeah, track record.
Yeah. 8 days later, the village hall was blasted to bits. 2 people died, and others were injured.
Because they didn't listen to him.
Yeah. The next day, the same dynamiters blew up 2 Milwaukee banks and 2 police stations. In spite of extra police patrols, a sixth explosion took place. It was heard up to 8 miles away, and the garage where it had been centered was obliterated. 2 young men, Hugh Rotkowski and Paul Chovananoe, who were responsible for the other 5 bombings, were inside the garage with 50 pounds of dynamite for their sixth bomb when the explosives accidentally detonated. Roberts had correctly predicted the entire series of explosions, including the final deadly blast.
Wow.
Yeah, don't play with dynamite. I think that's the moral of the story.
Yeah, or explosives in general.
And stay in school.
I don't know, might lose your ability.
That's really. I mean, that's impressive that he.
But it didn't say how he died.
Just says that he died. It just says he died. That's all it says. He should have seen that one coming.
Yeah, out of all the things, you could figure out.
So the quote for this story is kind of a long one, because past, present, and future exist simultaneously. There is no reason why you cannot react to an event, whether or not it happens to fall within the small field of reality in which you usually observe and participate. And it just says Seth, a non-physical consciousness channeled by a medium, Jane Roberts. So the quote was from a non-existent entity
named Seth, which
named
is
Seth.
Seth is actually the
Set.
Seth, yeah, the god of death
Yeah.
in Egypt and all that. But anyways,
Yeah, that was
kind of whacked.
yeah.
I mean, the fact that he was able to,
Predict everything but his death.
yeah. How frustrating would that be, though,
Oh.
to predict it all, and they still couldn't catch the bombers? Everything still blew up.
Yeah. Well, including his track record, do you think they would believe him?
Yeah.
Because of all the other things that he had solved. And then they're like, nope.
Well, they said they did have extra patrols, but they still blew up a police station.
Yeah. This was 1940. So, yeah.
Well,
Thanks for listening. Until next time.
be safe. Stay whacking.
And stay in school.